Give it up for Timmy Klaseus!
Ganger.
Oh, thank you. Give it up for Jordan. Great job. Okay, that threw me off. There's like a list right there. It's nobody's business but my own. Okay, that list doesn't pertain to me, all right? Yeah, so up front, it is my birthday. November 7th, 1995, baby. Yeah, I'm 26. What's up? But I've been a birthday-zilla all day, you guys. I've been demanding things from my friends, like, come to this show, and they're like, maybe. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, that's birthday-zilla. That's real birthday-zilla of me. Because usually my birthdays are real low-key, so I'm like, oh my God, this birthday I'm on a show. I got to really show out. I've been spreading it all over social media, like, everybody come out, Great show, great showing. Yeah, pretty sweet. But yeah, I'd just like to apologize for being a man who's 26 years old, still going by the name Timmy. I know that's probably freaking a lot of you guys out right now, and I apologize. I've just never made the switch. There's like a moment in like 5th grade where I could have made the switch because like my teacher was like, her name was Miss Brown, but like this is how she introed herself. She was like, my name's Miss Brown, but you can call me Miss Color Crayon. And even at 5th grade, I was just like, no, right? But like, she's like, oh my God, I remember, she was like, oh my God, I remember when my son, Timmy, decided about your age to be called Tim, and I cried so hard when that happened. And I was like, well, I can never be Tim because I don't want to make my mom cry, right, you guys? Like, that's crazy. So I'm just like scared to ever like go like, Mom, I like sit her down and have a hard talk with her and be like, I'm Tim now. And she just collapses to her knees and starts weeping and like, no. So yeah, I'm just avoiding that. But I have beef with other names because there's like other adult men names that are like okay to be called that, like Jimmy and Tommy. So close to Timmy, it's disgusting, right? Like Tommy, it's just a simple letter change, folks. An O and an I. I mean, come on. Right? It's crazy. And Jimmy and Timmy, they rhyme so hard. And even the letters, the J and the T, like stay with me here. Like the capital J and the capital T look very similar on paper, right? Like you just take the thing on top of the T, and you're like, what if I just went bah with that? And I went pew whip, and then I made a little wah, right? And that's a J, right? And that's the only difference between the two. And like if you're Jimmy, you get all sorts of cool stuff in comedy. Like if you're Jimmy, you get late night talk shows, right? Up the wazoo, right? Like you're Jimmy Fallon, you're like, give me it, I want it, it's mine. You're Jimmy Kimmel, you're like, boom, baby, that's all me. Jimmy John's, you get sandwich shops, it's like, come on. But like Timmy John's could never exist, right? It just sounds wrong. Like Timmy John's is like definitely a sexual predator, right? like you would not order a sandwich from a place called Timmy John's, right? That sounds creepy. It sounds like a guy who might like tickle you or something, right? It's weird. But saying that as a guy named Timmy, I want to reiterate, I am not a sexual predator. I'm Timmy Klaseus, That rolls off the tongue like it might be cool. Like maybe I could have my own talk show, be the first guy who breaks the glass ceiling of Timmy's, right? But no, I think I'm gonna be Timmy for like until I'm like 68, and then when I go into like a home, I'm gonna transition gracefully into Timothy and just wear like suspenders with no shirt underneath, and just be the worst guy at the nursing home, just be the most annoying guy at the nursing home. But yeah, I think I can last for like another, how many years is that? I'm 26. 40 years? Is that right? Any math heads out there? That's right? All right, 34 years? All right, don't quote anyone on anything, all right? This isn't being recorded. Yeah, my name's Timmy. My bad, Let's get over that. But I am from Minnesota. That's where I was raised, Yeah, thank you, Woody. Yeah. I'm from Minnesota, but we say pop, you guys. Oh, yeah, right? Thank you. We're having fun tonight, huh? Yeah. This is a fun one, you guys. We're cutting up, as the Southerners say. We're cutting up. Southerners love to cut things. You ever notice that? They're like, we're cutting up. hey man, cut those lights, dog. You're like, it's weird. They like love cutting things. That wasn't part of my set, my bad. That was just... But like in the North, we don't say cutting off lights. We say turning off lights, like civilized humans. Thank you, Woody. Yeah, you know? What do you cut off a light? What does that even mean? And also Southerners, I'm just going to take Southerners to task for a second. They say put things up when they mean put things away, right? They're like, hey man, put that up. And you're like, put it up where? And like, away. And you're like, that's not the same thing, you know? But I realize I'm talking to a bunch of Southerners and you're like, no. Listen, buddy, you're in the wrong part of town, man. Yeah, oh my God, I got too riffy. I've had 2 PBRs, which for me, crazy, right? That's birthday Timmy cutting loose, right? Oh my gosh, right? Crazy. Oh my God. But anyways, you guys ever drive by a graveyard and then hold your breath too early, and then about halfway through you accidentally inhale a bunch of souls? You know? Anyone else? Just me? All right. And then like, if it's me, I'm listening to my favorite genre of music, which is rap music, you know? So we're in the South, so, you know, I inhale a bunch of souls. At least 90% of them are going to be a little bit racist, probably a lot of bit racist, you know? Because, like, there'll be souls in my car, and they'll be like, what songs we listening to tonight, my friend? And I'm like, today we're listening to Young Thug, and then I'm listening to Young Thug, and then, like, some N-words slip in, which, you know, I don't even curse, so, like, not saying the N-word, easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. Because I don't even say the F word, the dang B word, the dang D word, right? Both D words. You're like, which D word? Both of them. You know? Both D words are off the table for me. I don't know why. It just is. Don't question it. I think it was because on the school bus, I grew up on a public school bus. I lived there? No. I lived on a public school bus from the age of kindergarten to whenever you stop riding the school bus. But like, they would always try to get me to swear on the school bus, and I would be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like a stick to your guns type guy, so I'm like, I'm not gonna swear. And they're like, swear, Timmy, swear. And I'm like, no. And then like part of that just stuck in my brain forever, I guess. So like, yeah, I just don't curse still. I'm 20. You guys are just slowly realizing like, oh, this guy's still a child mentally. And you're right, yeah. Keep that energy for the rest of the set, and we'll have fun. Yeah, thank you. I am the birthday boy, yeah. Give it up for birthdays one time. Yeah, let's get energy. This is being recorded, you know? I want to use this. I want this to be usable. But yeah, I drive by a graveyard and then bunch of souls in my car, and then there's like a soul from like 1898. He hears the N-word and he's like, hey, say the N-word with him. And I'm like, no, we don't say that word. It's 2021. He's like, what? And then I pass the graveyard and he vanishes and those thoughts are out of my head. Yeah, I'd like to double down on saying I've never said the N-word once, and I love rap music. So it's possible, you guys, to do both. Think about it. Build back better, you know? Oh my God. Gee whiz. So, yeah, I've been a weird kid for like my whole life. Like, I moved here when I was a junior in high school, which is like a bad time to move anywhere, especially like a place that's so much different than your original lands, you know? Because like, I come here thinking, like, my high school when I was growing up, you go there, you're a new kid, there's like a whole ensemble of like kids who are like, oh, we'll welcome you into the fold, we'll like teach you where to go and where the classes are. I moved down here, nothing. You guys give me nothing, right? Like Lexington High School, shout out Lexington High School, they gave me no sort of program to like adapt me to the Southern ways, so I was just like left with literally 0 friends, right? For 2 whole years. Like you're probably thinking, oh, he probably had like weird friends. It's like, no. 0. I want to drive that home. I had 0 friends for 2 years. I was living in isolation, right? I was just studying my surroundings, trying to get to know the Southerners. I'm being like, they say cut off instead of turn off. All right. You know? And then we all got iPads because Lexington was kind of bougie. And then they would always say, put up your iPads. And I'd be like, put up means put away. Put up means put away. Put up means... I would just like slowly learn, you know? But like I would be way too shy to make friends. But like, here's a confession, you know? You guys, can I be honest with you? When I was in high school, you want to know my biggest dream was? To be a rapper, you guys. to be a rapper. I thought it would be so sick. I even like had a little album cover sketched out on a notebook, and it was like to do with like high school, and it was like a guy smoking a blunt. Cause like my thing was like I smoked weed. Like I didn't curse, but I smoked weed in high school. I thought that was sick. So I'm like, that's my thing, right? but I was like much heavier than I am now. So I was like, I realized I was too chubby, white, and middle class to have anything cool to rap about. So my dream never came into fruition, you know. But I realized if I could have been a rapper, I would have done a rap group. That would have been my move, right? And it would have been me, and then like 3 guys who were like 50 pounds heavier than me and a little bit uglier than me. And then we would call ourselves Stretch Marky Mark and the Chunky Bunch, right? Right? And I would be the Stretch Marky Mark of the crew. I'd be like this sex symbol. I think that would be so sick, because I've never been a sex symbol before. I think that'd be awesome. And and our first single would be a smash hit, you guys. It would be called this. It would be called Sometimes It's Cool, and then in parentheses, to wear your shirt in the pool, right? You know? It'd be such a hit, you know? We would climb the charts, because we were all about body positivity in my rap group, right? And then, you know, the music video would be like me and then a bunch of like plus-size models in a pool. I got a pool shirt on, right? We're popping bottles, right, with models. See, I'm already rhyming for you guys. It's happening. It's happening right before your eyes, you know? Thank you. Yeah, but that never happened either. And another crazy story about high school Timmy. Yeah, so I had no friends. I was up playing Call of Duty in my bedroom, and my mom, yeah, thank you. I was up playing Call of Duty in my bedroom, and my mom came up to me with a phone, and she's like, Timmy, you got a phone call. And I got really excited for a second. I thought I had made a friend I just didn't know about. So I was like, oh my gosh, a friend, right? So I pick up the phone, and he's like, hey, buddy. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, have you ever thought about, you know, like joining the military? And I was like, you know, like you could tell by my jawline alone that I've never done anything heroic or served in any sort of capacity in the military. So it was like, you know, but like I wanted to practice my conversational skills on this person. You know, I want to like figure out how to talk to people. So I was like, I don't know. Can you tell me a little bit about it? And he was like, well, first of all, what's your height and weight? And I was like, I'm like 5'9", like 260. And he's like, we're gonna have to work on that. And I'm like, well, hold on a second. You called me, man. You know, did you call me just to roast me about my weight? You know, like I didn't ask for any of this, right? It was crazy. And then, like, I told him I'd think about it, and then he called back a few days later. I had to let him down easy. I was like, I know you probably saw my kill-death ratio in Call of Duty, and you're like, this guy could definitely quickscope some terrorists, but it's like, you know, that's just not my life. That's not my path, man. You know, I'm nonviolent, you know? Oh, my gosh. Where was I going to go next? See, I wish this is a smart idea. Someone put their set list right here. Maybe it's from a band earlier. But it's a cool idea, because then I could just like glance down and see my set list. That'd be cool, but that's besides the point. Bands, they know what they're doing, right? What's the deal with bands, you know? Putting their set lists on the speakers, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, so, what else? I'm not very smart, like, with technology, you know? Like, I was trying to figure out how to buy a laptop, and for the longest time, I thought it was lab-top with a B. For the longest time, until I was probably like 20 when I was trying to figure out how to buy one. And I figured like, because you do work in laboratories with them, so it's a laptop, right? You know? But then I was like Googling it, and they're like, do you mean laptop with a P? And I was like, oh, laptop, because it goes on your lap, right? It just all clicked for me right then and there. And I was like, okay. So I was like trying to figure out how to buy a laptop, and I was like, I might as well just go into Best Buy, tell them my budget, and see what happens, right? So I go into Best Buy, and I'm like, I got $400. What do you got for me? And they're like, well, we got this slick little laptop called a Lenovo. It fits your price range perfect. And I'm like, never heard of the brand. I'm in, you know? Someone who knows nothing, I'm like, I've been an Apple guy for my phone for the longest, because it's just like the user interface is simple for me. I'm a simpleton, right? So I get this laptop, and it's like, it sucks, right? I can't do anything on it. I have it for like years, right? And then I finally figure out S mode. Does anyone know what S mode is on a Lenovo laptop? Does anyone know what Lenovo laptops are? No, a few? Okay, so apparently there's this thing called S mode. I assume it means safety. I don't know. Because all it does is like strip down. I almost fell on the stool. What if I did like a crazy pratfall? Would that have gotten a laugh? I don't know. No. Okay. Oh, I accidentally said okay to the light. That's going to look bad on tape. Oh, jeez. And I'm not even close to being done with my set, you guys. I still have so much stuff to talk about. But yeah, where was I? Laptops, right? So I get this laptop, and like every time I go to like a new tab on their like Microsoft Edge browser, which I don't even know how to change the browser, right? It goes to Bing. Isn't that disgusting? Oh, right? Is this a Bing crowd? Better not be. No, right? Bing bad, Bing bad. So like I go to Bing, and I'd find myself binging Google. You guys ever Bing a dang Google? You ever Google a dang Bing? I hope not. If you do, get out of here, you know? This is a Google crowd. We're Google folk around here. But I eventually figured out, like, you disable S mode, and then, like, the world opens up to you, and the world's your oyster, and I, like, figured out how to get Google Chrome because a friend walked me through it. And when I say friend, I mean family member. It was my little brother. It was my younger brother. He did it. He's like, you idiot, you know? All you have to do is download this thing. And I'm like, download sounds scary, right? Viruses, you know? But yeah, it's all figured out now, so my laptop's straightened out. But like, I'm still dumb about other stuff, like commas I'm still trying to figure out a little bit. You know, because I never know where they go. So I tried to buy a book to learn about it. It was called the Kama Sutra. Anybody? Heyo, we're doing jokes, yeah. We're doing jokes up here. It was called the Kama Sutra. Very horny book if you never heard about it, you know? It's all about being horned up and getting in different positions with your lover, you know? I didn't know this. I thought it was about commas. You know, I get 4 pages in, I finish, right? Go to bed, wake up the next day, I'm like, I'm gonna try again. Maybe I didn't get far enough into the book, right? So I like leaf through it, got to page 6. You know, it's all about building endurance, you know? It's all about building back better, right? Build back better. Yeah. Woo. Oh, I'm having a hootenanny and a hoedown up here. I just got this sick jacket for my birthday today from my mom. Yeah. What? Yeah, that's my applause break. I'm furious with you guys right now. So I still have like 3 minutes, I think. Right, Topher? All right, cool. I still got about 3 minutes, and I know exactly how long that is in my head because I'm a professional. Yeah, so you guys ever think about religion? Yeah, I do too sometimes. I was like thinking about Christianity because I grew up Methodist, and I was like, I don't know if that fits me anymore, so I'm kind of religion shopping a little bit. And I was like looking up Buddhism. That seems cool, right? It's all about peace and harmony, right? And being one, right? Reaching nirvana. So I thought it'd be cool to get a bunch of Buddhists together and reach nirvana together as like a unit, right? How peaceful would that be? And then you're just sitting there, right? In nirvana with your buds, your new best buds. And then this is what I would do. I would start sniffing around like, and I'd be like, does anyone else think it smells a little bit like Teen Spirit up in this piece? What? Yeah, Nirvana, anybody? You know? I don't know how that song goes. I just know it's grungy, right? How's Teen Spirit go? I used to know. Do it. Keep going. Come on, Lennon. It's my birthday. You got to do Teen Spirit for me. I know. Come as you are. I know that's come as you are. I know that. I said that, okay? Topher's being a rough audience member back there. Gee whiz. All right, that's come as you are. I know that. That's the song I know, okay? And I wanted to sing it. But I feel myself getting confrontational with you guys, and I just have to take a step back, okay? All right? I just got to chill out, you know? Oh, my God. So, you guys like board games? I got like 2 more jokes. You guys, I feel like I'm wearing your patience thin. I got 2 more jokes, then I'm out of here. All right, so board games, right? I think it'd be cool. You know Clue? Round of applause if you know Clue. Let me just get some. Yeah, okay. Yeah, another applause break that I just have to ask for. You guys should just do that, you know? Just do it next time. Thank you. No, yeah, Clue's a fun one. It's all about being, like, accusatory to your friends. Like, it was you, right? It's fun. But I think it'd be cool to remix Clue, you know, and make it, like, more STD-friendly. It'd be a little bit like this. Like, it was Dean at Coachella with his penis. And you're like, oh, why did he say penis? I don't curse. I told you that earlier, okay? Get used to it. All right, so, and then you're like, okay, it was Brittany with her vagina in her dang bedroom, right? And you're like, he said vagina, and I'm like, I know, I'm sorry, I can't say any other words but that. And it's bothering you guys, I can sense it, but we're gonna power through. And here's the final way, you know, it's like, it was Monica Lewinsky in the Oval Office, with her dang mouth, ayo, what? Oh, let that breeze hit me right, yeah, oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I'm a performer, you guys, I know when to step into the wind, right? I'm a natural performer. All right, I'll close on this. I go to therapy, yeah. I know a lot of you guys are breathing a sigh of relief. Yeah, I go to therapy once every 2 weeks. And therapy for me is like, I have like an older lady therapist, and this is mostly how it goes, like every time I go. I like walk in, she goes, you're looking so good today. And I go, no, and she goes, yes, you're very handsome. And I go, stop it, no I'm not. And then we gab like gals for like 45 minutes, and then I leave and give her my money. Correction, I give her my mom's money because I would not go to therapy if I had to pay. Build back better, that's my time. Oh my gosh, thank you. Give it up for Topher.
I'm Jordan, and we are at New Brooklyn Tavern here with Timmy. It's his birthday. How was it today, Timmy?
It was a fun time to be had by all, I think. I hit a piñata. I had a great set. Isn't that right, Jordan?
Oh my God, absolutely killed it. Yeah, the energy was good, right?
Yes, I think so. I think people had fun during it, and that's all I asked for.
Yes, and the blow pops were everywhere. It was great.
Yeah. I hit a piñata blindfolded on like my third try, you know? Which is like, MLB hit me up, dog.